Most terrifying things in space. Space, the final frontier, is a vast expanse of the unknown that has captivated humanity's imagination for centuries. But as much as we may romanticize space and the idea of exploring it, there are also some genuinely terrifying things lurking out there beyond our planet. From black holes that can swallow entire galaxies, to supernovas that can destroy entire solar systems, to the mysterious dark matter that makes up most of the universe. Space is full of things that can give even the bravest of us nightmares. In this video, we'll take you on a journey through the most terrifying things in space and explore the science behind them. So sit tight and get ready to have your mind blown as we delve into the deep, dark corners of the universe. The Great Attractor. Well, a good place to start this video would be at the Great Attractor. Now, you may have heard of the Milky Way and other galaxies being pulled towards a mysterious point in space, but have you ever taken some time out to wonder what it is and why it's pulling our galaxy towards it? Well, this phenomenon has puzzled a lot of scientists for years. They've tried to understand this strange gravitational pull experienced by our galaxy and many others. It was first discovered in the 1970s and was named the Great Attractor. Now, this name might not have given us an accurate description of how horrifying this thing is. Its gravitational pull is so massive, it can attract entire galaxies its way, where they then collapse into each other. And if you don't find that scary, then how about I break it to you that it's very likely we're on a collision course with it. Well, a lot of theories range about this massive gravitational pull, from a massive cluster of galaxies to a supermassive black hole to a huge undiscovered structure. Some even propose that it could be a hole in the fabric of space-time. But one thing we are definitely sure about is the fact that the Great Attractor scores a perfect 10 on the scary scale. Black holes. And up next, we have black holes. Now, a black hole is a region of space-time where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even the bright light or other electromagnetic waves, can escape from it, and it's basically formed by the death of a massive star. And if you're thinking that doesn't sound that bad, then wait till you find out what we haven't even found a way to deserve them yet. That's partly because no light can pass through it. However, there's a trick scientists use to learn more about them, and it's pretty simple. If a black hole is a member of a binary system, its massive gravitational field affects matter which flows into it first, then becomes extremely heated, and then it radiates X-rays just before entering the event horizon of the black hole. And when it does, it's gone forever. Now, what a lot of scientists find absolutely terrifying is that this black hole is able to swallow entire galaxies completely. If you don't find that completely terrifying, then sit tight, because the next one is going to leave you completely mind blown. Rogue planets. Deep in the expanse of space, some planets wander alone. They escape the gravity of their star or solar system and go rogue. Well, this doesn't sound scary until you learn that these planets could be more than 12 times the size of Jupiter, zooming through space at a speed of over 30 million miles per hour. And it's not entirely impossible that one of these planets can collide with Earth, ending life as we know it. Once thought rare, scientists have discovered that it is a very common sight to see in space, and these rogue planets may outnumber stars by 100,000 to 1. So if there are about 300 billion stars, you do the math. Wow, right? Well, most times this raises a question about the possibility of life existing on these planets. The answer remains tricky because they don't orbit a star closely, and they wouldn't have a consistent light source, but radioactive decay or tectonic activity could provide heat. An atmosphere could help retain it, or life could exist underground. So yes, theoretically. The largest planet. It's pretty common knowledge that Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. But do you know some planets would make Jupiter look really small? Well, one of them is the ROXS 42Bb, and it is the largest known planet in the universe. This humongous planet is believed to have a radius more than 2.5 times that of Jupiter. Scientists first discovered it in 2013, and it is believed to be in the Rho Ophiuchi cloud complex. This type of planet is known as a hot Jupiter, and unlike our solar system, where Jupiter is over 400 miles away from the Sun, the ROXS 42BB is close to its start and has a very short orbital period, which means its surface temperature is probably very high, hence the term hot Jupiter. Generally, they are easier to detect and measure because of the speed with which they orbit their home star. Supernovas. And still on the topic of really huge things, we have supernovas. Now, these are extremely powerful and luminous explosions of a star that occurs during the last evolutionary stage of a massive star. Basically, when a star dies, a huge explosion results, and depending on what kind of star it is, a supernova can happen, for instance, when a large star runs out of nuclear fuel and its core collapses, causing a huge explosion that can be as bright as an entire galaxy, or when a white dwarf star accretes material from a partner star and reaches a critical mass. A supernova can happen, resulting in a thermonuclear explosion, and it can occur for several weeks or months. And what really bugs a lot of people about supernovas is that it releases an insanely large amount of energy, which produces powerful radiation and heavy metals like gold and silver. This mind-blowing occurrence can potentially destroy neighboring solar systems and even alter the structure of galaxies. And if you thought this was totally insane, then the next one would totally knock your socks off. Meteor strike. A lot of things are certainly scary, but meteor strikes are far beyond scary. They can wipe out human life instantaneously, and if not that, they could literally destroy all our powering technology and send us back into the dark ages without any warning whatsoever. You see, the sun occasionally emits gigantic solar storms that cause catastrophic levels of UV radiation and energy that hurtles hundreds of millions of miles from the sun's surface in a matter of seconds. And if any of these storms unluckily come Earth's way, the radiation alone is enough to disable all things electric. So goodbye, internet, GPS, and definitely a big goodbye to YouTube. Also, any form of artificial lighting we have right now would be completely destroyed, which means we would have to rely only on the heat and light the Earth decides to provide. It would take us years to recover from one, and that's if we are lucky enough to survive the strike in the first place. And I know all this might sound like it's coming straight from an apocalyptic movie, but just a few years ago, it almost happened in July 2012. The sun belted out the most powerful solar flare in over 150 years, sending a huge wave of toxic energies racing through Earth's orbit. And luckily for us, our beautiful planet missed getting caught in the crossfire by just 1 week. Best believe if the sun had thrown its tantrum just a little bit sooner, the world today would be a completely different place. In fact, it's not out of place to imagine that had that unfortunate incident happen, you wouldn't be watching this video right now, or any video for that matter. We'd all be farming for food and searching for a way to keep ourselves warm. Now, if you think you could totally survive this, let us know how you intend in the comment section. Vampire stars. Just like how in any kingdom conquering new lands is really important, there are actually stars that are so dedicated to becoming bigger and brighter that they literally eat nearby stars to do so. Technically, they are called O-type stars, and these predators are typically enormous blue giants attached to much smaller stars that serve as breakfast and dinner for the bigger stars. These vampire stars don't live forever. They're on a collision course, and once they suck up enough of their partner star's energy, not only will the smaller star be left cold and lifeless, but the vampire star will grow to become so massive that it eventually explodes, just like a supernova. Now, our question for you is this: which of these space occurrences or objects terrified you the most, and which ones do you feel like you could handle? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!